Hello friends, welcome to our channel. Today we are going to see the MCQ related with hydraulic engineering. So the first question, the line of action of the force exerted by the liquid on the plane area passes through the line. Option A, center of pressure. Option B, buoyancy center. Option C, center of gravity. Option D, center of inertia. The correct answer is option A, center of pressure. Next question, a fluid is a substance that option A always expands until it's fill any container. Option B has a same shear stress at the point regardless of its motion. Option C cannot remain at rest under action of any shear force. Option D cannot be subjected to the shear force. So the correct answer is option B has the same shear stress at the point regardless of its motion. Next question, center of buoyancy is option A, the point of intersection of buoyant force and center line of the body. Option B, center of gravity of the body. Option C, centroid of the displaced volume fluid. Option D, midpoint between center of gravity and metacenter. So the correct answer is option C, centroid of the displacement volume fluid. So next question, length of mercury column at the place at the altitude will vary with respect to the ground in option A, linear relation. Option B, hyperbolic relation. Option C, parabolic relation. Option D, manner first slowly and then steeply. So the correct answer is option D, manner first slowly and then steeply. Next question, in isentropic flow the temperature option A cannot exceed the reservoir temperature. Option B cannot drop and again increase the downstream. Option C independent of the match number. Option D is function of the match number only. So the correct answer is option A cannot exceed the reservoir temperature. Next question, when the power is transmitted through a considerable distance by means of water under pressure, then the maximum power is transmitted when the frictional loss of head is option A, 1/3 of the total head supplied. Option B, half of the total head supplied. Option C, 10% of the total head. Option D, 17.7% of the total head. So the correct answer is option A, 1/3 of the total head supplied. Next question, a streamline is option A, the line of equal velocity in flow. Option B, the line along which the rate of pressure drop is uniform. Option C, the line along with the geometrical center of flow. Option D, fixed in space in the steady flow. So the correct answer is option D, fixed in the space in steady flow. Next question, a rotometer is a device used to measure option A, velocity of the flow in pipes. Option B, velocity of gauges. Option C, vortex flow. Option D, flow of fluids. So the correct answer is option D, flow of fluids. Next question, an ideal fluid option A is very viscous. Option B obeys Newton's law of viscous. Option C is assumed in conduit flow. Option D, frictionless and incompressible. So the correct answer is option D, frictionless and incompressible. Next question, a fluid flow for which the resistance to shearing reformation is 0 is option A, laminar flow. Option B, turbulent flow. Option C, supersonic flow. Option D, ideal flow. So the correct answer is option D, ideal flow. Next question, Reynolds number of the pipe flow is given by option A, Vd by V. Option B, Vd mu divided by del. Option C, Vd rho divided by mu. Option D, Vd divided by mu. So the correct answer is option C, Vd rho divided by mu. Next question, with rise in gas temperature, dynamic viscosity of most of the gases, option A increases. Option B decreases. Option C does not change significantly. Option D, none of the above. So the correct answer is option A, increases. Next question, the flow of water in pipe of diameter 3000 mm can be measured by option A, venturi meter. Option B, rotometer. Option C, pitot tube. Option D, orifice plate. So the correct answer is option C, pitot tube. So next question, the continuity equation option A expresses relationship between hydraulic parameters of flow. Option B expresses the relationship between work and energy. Option C is based on Bernoulli's theorem. Option D relates the mass rate of flow along the streamline. So the correct answer is option D, relates the mass rate of flow along the streamline. Next question, apparent shear force option A can never occur in the frictionless fluid regardless of its motion. Option B can never occur when the fluid is at rest. Option C depends upon the coercive force. Option D, all the above. So the correct answer is option D, all the above. Next question, of the flowing dimensionless parameter is option A pressure coefficient, option B Froude number, option C Darcy-Weisbach friction factor, option D all the above. So the correct answer is option D all the above. Next question, Weber number is the ratio of option A inertial force to the surface tension, option B inertial force to the viscous force, option C elastic force to the pressure force, option D viscous force to the gravity. So the correct answer is option A internal force to the surface tension. Next question, one dimensional flow, option A restricted to the flow in straight line, option B neglects change in the transverse direction, option C steady uniform flow, option D a uniform flow. So the correct answer is option B neglect change in the transverse direction. Next question, a small plastic boat loaded with the piece of steel rods is floating in the bathtub. If the cargo of dumped into the water along the both of float empty and the water level is the tub will be option A rise, option B remain same, option B fall, option D rise and then fall. So the correct answer is option B fall. Next question, steady flow occurs when option A pressure does not change along the flow, option B viscosity does not change, option C conditions change gradually with the time, option D conditions do not change with the time at any point. So the correct answer is option D conditions do not change with time at any point. Again we will see next video. Thank you.